We are going to discuss about the morphology. This is the part of our syllabus, UGC NET English Literature. This comes under Unit 5, Language and Pedagogy, or Linguistic. Okay, so we need to study this first. We need to define the morphology. What does mean by morphology? Morph means the word. Okay, and logy means, we know this is the study. So this is the study of the word and word formation. Okay, we are going to discuss. It is the study of word formation and structure, focusing on how words are built from smaller units. So how words are built from smaller unit, and this building block is called morpheme. So here, when we say that morpheme means, it is the smaller unit or the smallest unit of the word, and that can carry meaning. If you further divide that word, if you further divide that smallest unit, then you cannot get the meaning. It will lose its meaning. So that's why it is the smallest unit of meaningful word that cannot further be divided, right, in a language. So here are the classification of the morpheme. First, the bond morpheme, and the second is the free morpheme. When we further divide the bond morpheme, then we can get the affix and the root. And we can further divide the affix, that is derivational and inflectional morpheme. And mostly the derivational morphemes are the prefix and suffix, and inflectional morphemes are only suffix. And we talk about the free morpheme, then here we can see the open class morpheme, and the closed class morpheme. What does mean by the open class morpheme? So here are the noun and verbs, adjective and adverbs. These things are open class morpheme. We can add something, we can add some new word because of the language evolution. As the language has been continuously evolving day by day, the passing of the time, so we can get some kind of new words and we add into this class. That's why it is called the open class. It is also it's really accept the new words as the time passes, as the language evolves, right? But on the contrary, the closed class morphemes are the morphemes. Those are preposition. It may be conjunction, pronouns. So these are the things that are closed. Means this kind of class doesn't allow. This kind of class doesn't allow the new words or new sentence in this kind of preposition or conjunction or pronouns. We cannot get a new preposition in this word. We cannot get the new conjunction, or the conjunctions are limited, and prepositions are limited. We cannot add new preposition or new conjunction or new pronouns, right? So these are the called closed class morphemes. We cannot add new things. Okay. So here are the bond morpheme. What does mean by bond morpheme? The bond morpheme is that morpheme that bonds to someone, morpheme that bonds to some word, right? So that's why it is called a bond morpheme. It cannot stand alone. If it stands alone, then it cannot carry any meaning. When it bonds to something, when it bonds to some word, then only it can carry the meaning. Okay, so bond morphemes cannot stand alone, and it is attached to another form, affixes. Affixes are prefix and suffix. Okay, so prefix and suffix are bond morphemes. For example, I can take one example here. Okay, let's take a word form, and if I add in front of this word, then it becomes inform. And if I add ation at the end of this word, then it becomes information. Right? So this in and ation, these both are bond morpheme. It doesn't carry any meaning, but when those bond morpheme bond to some word, just like form or any word, then only they can carry the meaning. Okay, that's why it is called the bond morpheme. On the contrary, this is the free morpheme. Free morphemes are the free in the sense it can stand alone, right? It can carry meaning without bonding with someone or without bonding to some other word, right? Free morphemes are free, those that can stand alone as word to carry meaning, right? Just like at, open, they, form. So this is the form. I already used this. So form is itself carrying a meaning, and it doesn't need any word to carry any meaning, right? It is fulfilled itself. And the third one is root morpheme. Root morphemes are the same, just like a frame morpheme. We can take an example here, the fortunate. The fortunate is a root and un is a prefix and ly is a suffix. So these three combine and it becomes unfortunately, right? So here is the root morpheme. This is the fortunate is the root morpheme. Right? It is a morpheme that cannot analyze, separate or separated into smallest part. So we cannot separate this fortunate, right? So this is the root morpheme. Functional morpheme, next is the functional morpheme. It is a functional or closed class morpheme. Closed class morpheme or grammatical morphemes are mostly words that have functional purpose. What does mean by functional? It has some kind of purpose, just like preposition. Prepositions are the preposition that works as its function is to show before something, right? If there is something, then it shows the positions. Preposition means it shows the preposition before the position, right? And here's the conjunction. Conjunction means that it can combine two things. It can combine two nouns, right? That's why it is called conjunction. And articles that determine something, and the other pronouns that used from now the pronoun is used in the place of nouns, right? Sorry. So etc. So there are the functional. These are the functional morpheme, right? So it has a kind of purpose, a kind of function in the sentence. Here is the open class morpheme. It is also called a contained word or lexical word, refers to word class like noun, verbs, adjective, and adverbs. These are the open class morpheme. Means when you add something new, then it readily accepts new things, right? But preposition, conjunction, and articles, these things cannot get new word or new sentence in this particular functional morpheme, right? But open is open. It can readily accept new things, new words. For example, selfie. If we talk about 100 years back, then we cannot find a selfie word. But because of the mobile, because of the technology, as it has become the trending in this word, that's why we can get the word selfie here, right? So as the language evolves day by day, by the passing of time, we can add new words. So this is the open class word, open class morphemes. Okay, here is the derivational morpheme. What does mean by derivational? We can derive some word, we can originate some word, right? So by adding something, this derivational morpheme can change the verb form, right? Verbs form or words form. Derivational morpheme is an affix, a group of letters added before the beginning. If we add before the beginning of the word, then it can call prefix. And if we add the word at the end of the word, then it is called suffix. Okay, or the root base, or we know the root morpheme or base morpheme to create a new word or new form of an existing word. For example, there is the beauty and we add ful, full, it becomes beautiful. And there is a work and we add er, then it becomes worker. So work is a verb here, and when we add er to this verb, then it becomes noun. Okay, that is the special characteristics of the derivational morpheme. Derivational morpheme can make the verb into noun, and it can vice versa, right? So derivational morpheme has power to change the form of the word, form of that word, right? So that's why it is called a derivational morpheme. We can derive something from verb, we can derive noun, right? Next is the inflectional morpheme. It modifies a word to express grammatical features such as the tense, number, position, and comparison without changing the word's core meaning. This is a very important line. Without changing the word's core meaning. Okay, a part of a speech. For example, if we add ed at the end of this walk, then it becomes walked. Means what does mean by walk? Walk means chalna. So if we add ed at the end of this walk, then it becomes walked. So it can carry the same meaning. Chalna, chalna. Okay. So it means this inflectional morpheme cannot change its meaning. The core meaning will be safe, right? And the number, if we add as to this cat, then it becomes cats. But cat is cat, right? And cats are also cat. So the meaning cannot change here. And the position we add as apostrophe as to dog, then it becomes dogs, showing the ownership. If you say that it's my phone, means it is my phone, so it means I'm saying like a honor, right? It is called position. I'm owning something. And next is comparison. Comparison. So we have studied degree, positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. So this is the comparative degree, we can say, and we add er to this fast, then it becomes faster. And we add est to fast, then it becomes fastest. Right? So this is the superlative degree. Degree of comparison. So this is superlative degree. So this kind of tense, number, possession, and comparison, these are called inflectional morpheme. This cannot change the core meaning of word. The words meaning remain the same. So it's time to discuss about the question that recently came in our NET examination, UGC NET English Literature 2025 in June, right? So this is the reason why we discussed morphology, right? So we discussed inflection morpheme, inflected here. So we can also say inflectional morpheme. Inflectional morpheme. Okay, so a term borrowed in the 1960s from mathematics into linguistics by Noam Chomsky. This is the, I think, generative grammar. So, and a term for the contrast between positive and negative. We will discuss it in next video. Negative sentence clause, clauses and phrases. So this is called negative, and positive sentence is called polarity. So C will be correct here, 2, and the match is second. And a habitual association between particular words, this is called collocation. We will discuss in the next video, don't worry. And here is the term, a term in which a word takes various forms to show its grammatical role. So it is called inflection, as we recently studied in this video, that inflectional morphemes are the word that means we can take the various form, but it cannot change its core meaning. That is called inflectional morpheme, right? So the correct option will be here, the second one, right? Okay, second one. This is the correct. Okay, this is all about the video, all about the morphology. So this is the part of linguistic pedagogy that comes under the unit 5. Okay, thank you for watching this video, and if you are new, then do subscribe and like this channel. And if you want to join, then the new batch is going to start from 5th of August, Tuesday, and do join our courses. And thank you for watching this video, and you will get the number in the description box here if you want to contact. Thank you for watching this video.